campaign as the US. We've made a bit of progress. I mean, we started to narrow out some of the enemy cruisers, at least. But again, it looks like all my task forces have lost their orders, or some of them. Okay, well, let me go give some orders and then I'll be right back. Okay, that's done. Well, I did change my mind with Task Force 5. I'm going to have them retreat and kind of cover the carriers. I'm not worried about the cruisers so much. I mean, I guess I should still be. Wounded or not, they're still a big threat. Those are big guns. We're also, it looks like at nighttime, so I don't think I can launch. We might as well try it. Yeah. Can't launch until 0500 again. So we're just going to move out of the way. I would really like to get Task Force 7 to make her landing this episode, if at all possible. Tampa is really along that coast. Yeah, but we'll see what happens. As soon as it's 5 o'clock, I really need to launch the float planes. I guess I could have my destroyers. I guess we could actually try to pursue them. I could do so with my submarines as well. That would probably be the best thing to do. What I'd like to do is actually have my submarines... by the way, my submarines, I'm not very good at in this game. In fact, out of all the things that I do, the thing I do the worst is play as the submarines. I usually end up losing them. So I think to maximize our chance of success, what I'd like to do is just scout with the submarines, launch torpedoes from a distance, and then let my airplanes and my surface fleet actually finish off other ships. I think in this game the AI cheats. It's funny because they're really bad in a lot of ways, but they're like insanely good when it comes to ASW. I mean, I'll go down to 2 knots right away when I start in a map and I'll still be detected. Okay, it's 5 o'clock. Actually, kind of got lucky there. I wasn't really paying attention. I want to send out some scout planes first. Let's just set out the Wildcats. Now, I am experiencing a bug where if you set multiple waypoints, the second waypoint is not followed. They RTB as soon as they reach the first waypoint. Just watch out for that yourselves if you're playing the game. We'll keep moving east. Maybe east, but like kind of northeast. Yeah, okay. And then you... I think we're just going to send you right back out here to look for submarines. She's ready to launch aircraft again. That's the whole point of doing this like that, obviously, is you're quickly ready to go. Okay, we see his float planes there. We're going to ignore that threat. Now, is she... Yeah, yep, they did it. I was ready, though. Let's keep moving them north. With the amount of damage they have, the thing I'm most nervous about is that they're going to return... Okay, we just have to launch more airplanes. There's no two ways about it. We have to figure out what's out there. Maybe they've gone west. I mean, maybe they're where I was. I mean, what we can do is just finish these guys off. There's 2 float planes there. What does that mean? Does that mean they're launching out of these bases? Or does that mean that there's something else which is launching float planes? Oh. Let's ignore that. I really don't know. I really don't know where they are. Okay, well this is, I think, an obvious one. We just got to load into the world here. Start, and Tautog's actually in this fight too. And go look for the enemy airplanes. We will just circle until they appear. I guess I can break off 3 and 4 in the second group. Try to find whatever else is out here. Two float planes, supposedly. It's also interesting that they started... Tautog's so far off over there. They won't respond to WASD right now. Well, this is a bummer if I'm not going to be able to catch them. In fact, of course I should pause and you guys don't have to watch this, so I'll see you back if I end up killing them. Well, surprisingly no joy there. They were in the battle, I guess, because they've disappeared. Huh. Well, this guy's a long ways away from home. Kind of expect him just to make it back now. Yeah. Go ahead and head back. That's about right. This guy should catch the fleet. What the heck? Where is this cruiser force? They've disappeared. This is where I'm supposed to say how this is the very exciting part of the game, the whole cat and mouse game, but... So they were around here, right? Let's just go to their last known again. Okay. We had 2 airplanes up there too. That's... To me that's telltale. Okay, there's... Oh, we have to do this one. Okay, I'm not even gonna save. We haven't had any bugs lately. Just go to periscope depth right away. Or better yet, 130 or whatever. Whatever you want. We shouldn't be much of a threat. And I'll pause for this. It's kind of funny. They strafed my actual location even though I'm underwater. I didn't actually get to show you that, but it happened. Okay, well, wait a little bit longer. Well, this is fascinating. I mean, we're back, but where the heck is this enemy? I saw this float plane go back to the right. I'm gonna try to cut it off. If not, I'm gonna head east, which is where I think it was heading. Got him. Got him, got him, got him. Follow him home. So I obviously don't want to go all the way to the land base, but I want to check this water path right here to see if that's where they went. Can you change your course up to here now? I have no idea what's going on. Oh no, they almost made it back. But wait a second. How much range do we have? 396? We can make it. Okay, just keep your eyes on them. Which you can't really do. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be... We have to get there before they close within 15 nautical miles of Guadalcanal. Pause. Set the course like basically where I think that they can get to. Here we go. Oh, that is kind of a problem. I'm guessing that that's actually a submarine launched. Because they have nothing around me, I hope, knock on wood. Yeah, let's set your course down here, kind of help out with my carrier. Okay, let's ignore this. We have bigger fish to fry. Come on, get there. Oh, we got there. We got there. We got there. Okay, give this an order to keep circling, I guess. You're fine, and you're fine. Okay, this is... I can't believe this. Come on. Just a little bit more. Okay, go. Please tell me we've done it. Okay, there's 4. Does that make sense? We sank 2 of them. We sank not the Nagara, but one of the light cruisers, and then of course we sank the Tone. This is really good. Okay, so we got them. We're actually right next to Guadalcanal as well. Here it is behind us. Okay, well let's get this done. How do we want to do it? I think I'm going to make an approach. So people were mentioning that dive bombing is typically done along the length of the ship, if I interpreted that correctly. Yeah, so I think that that's true. If I wanted to do that, we're going to have to put people into individual groups. So I think that I'll have to have all 11 of these as individual groups, because they actually stay in their perfect V formation when they're diving. And that's, you know, if you're going to do it that way, you're going to get a lot of side-to-side spread. It's almost like their line abreast, they're not quite, but when they're in the dive, the V formation, it scrunches in the direction of travel. So, all this is just to say, if I want to do the nose-on thing, which I could do, then well, okay, let's just do it. I'll have to do individual ships, but we will do individual ships. Let's just do this right away. So let me get 1 to move into position. On the far side, we'll go here. And then coming back, we'll get 5 to do the middle. So that would be here and there. And then we'll get 9, which is only a group of 3 to kind of line up with the ships. Alright, move on. And we need to actually be bleeding off altitude here. Nah, 32. Okay, that might be okay. I'll give an order to attack as soon as I feel like they're in a nice line. And I'm guessing number 2 is the light cruiser, and 1 is my Aoba. Yeah, so they're all turning on. Okay, this is acceptable to me. So we should probably be watching the whole thing happen. Let me do my identifications real fast, just to make it a little bit more fun. So from the Tone herself, from the Aoba herself, we can see the aircraft in the sky. It must be a very ominous sight. They should be preparing to train their anti-aircraft fire, because we're coming. Now, how are we going to do this? I'm going to have 3 attack the Sendai. So you attack the Sendai. 2. Good, so let's have you attack the Sendai. 3. Attack the Sendai. We probably can send... well, I'm going to send 3. We'll send 3 against the rear destroyer, the Asashio. The 7 will go against the Aoba. 8 against the Aoba. 9 against the Aoba. And then we only have 2 for the last one, which is the Minakaze, and I think that's just fine. So this is every man for himself, but I think that that'll probably end up with better results from the perspective that we're going along the length of the ship. So it does look like that they are basically stopped as well, and I don't think that's going to hurt our chances at all. So here we come. There's the big flocks. They're starting to shoot up their AA. Let's do it from the American perspective. I kind of like watching it from the ships, but maybe it's a little bit more immersive to me to pretend that I'm in one of these dive bombers, maybe the lead. Lots of flak coming in on this group. Looks behind him, he sees them starting to break off for their individual attacks. Put the mini-map away for a second. Fully up there, the bombs are away. Good hits. Okay, we got some really good hits here. Some near misses, it looks like, on the Asashio. She should have another group coming in, though. Boy, yeah, the Sendai definitely took some hits. The Tone looks like, or the Aoba looks like she's gonna be the last one to receive fire. Oh, did I only get 2 on her? Bombs are away. Oh, there's the last ones coming in for the bombs. Miss. I feel like somebody didn't... Oh my goodness, dud bombs again. So why did we have so many hits on the Sendai? Let me make sure that everyone dropped their bombs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just looking right here to see if the bomb is still green. 6. Because we didn't hit the Aoba at all, which is just comical to me. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, well, look, you guys have done it to yourselves. I'm not satisfied with this result, so we're going back in and we're going to do a strafing run. Well, it's not really sensible. Let's just get everyone to move over here. So let me do it this way. Oh, crap, okay, this is the downside of having done this. Let me pause and I'll give orders and we'll come back. Okay, I gave orders to all the dive bombers, so... I mean, maybe there's just some other bombs that haven't hit yet, and they're gonna hit soon. And this is interesting. I gave all of this group orders. You can see them. Are they turning that way? Yeah, they are. Okay. So let's see the damage then. At least give me some damage on these guys. Those near misses should... Honestly, they should do some damage. So what's happening here? The Sendai does look like she's in trouble. She has already taken a torpedo, so there's that much. Should we be coming around on a strafing run? That's where I'm at right now. I'm wondering. Could we at least do enough to cause her to catch fire? Okay, Sendai is sinking. This is a good result. I wonder what is going to happen with the Asashio. You know, we might just have to give up on completely annihilating. Look how low in the water she is, though. Oh gosh. And with the Sendai sinking, their AA is depleting. I don't know. Okay, I can't help myself. I'm gonna go ahead and give the order. Okay, well, my metric for whether or not you go back in is if you're already smoking, so if you've taken a hit. And I have everyone targeting right now the Asashio. So, everyone but one of them, I think, has no damage visible. We'll see how this goes. So there should be one which is not turning back. Oh boy, what are you? Number 2? Okay, well maybe I missed one of them. You are not going back into the battle, because you are wounded. Yeah, see, all of you guys are okay. So 2 might be the only one who took damage. Yeah, 2. Alright, well, we're going back in for another wave. Who's leading the charge here? It looks like they're going to converge more or less at the same time. I ended up targeting the Asashio because she did take at least 1 bomb hit. And she's a destroyer, so her armor is not so thick that it's impenetrable. She's already on fire, so... We're just trying to rub 2 nickels together to make a quarter here. I'm not expecting that this necessarily works, but... we'll give it the old college try. Okay, she was hit. I'm just gonna try to get each of these as they do their dive run to straighten out. Wrong way, Mr. Number 4. Okay. You're just in Ding dong. Try and turn back into the AA. Well, we'll try to save you from yourself. Okay, everyone's moving away. That's fine. Good enough. Did we do anything to the Asashio? I think we put out her fire. In the end, I would call that a less than successful attempt at strafing her. Dauntlesses are not really renowned for their massive firepower. I think they only have... Is it only one single machine gun? I think they might have 2 machine guns aft, or in their gun turret, and only 1 machine gun forward. It might be 2 forward, but I think it was okay as a risk. And man, I gotta say, the Asashio does have a pretty serious list. Not that that'll be the first time that a Japanese ship has a pretty serious list and just skates away. But at least every time we engage, see, I guess the one thing I would like to see modeled is campaign map speed being affected by damage state. I don't think that any damage was done to her, although the explosions were close and that in real life probably would cause some serious damage. But, I mean, at least in this, she's able to move as fast as she wants on the strategic map, and that doesn't really make sense to me. Still, this was a fun attempt. I mean, hey, this is what happens sometimes. I would love to be able to go back and try this again and hope for better success. Maybe put like 6 dive bombers against the Aoba. I really was being a little too ambitious, and we bit off more than we could chew. So that's the way the cookie crumbles. If I can think of any more expressions. No, let's just get out of here. Well, we tried. We did sink the Sendai. We got 8 more points for that. The Aoba is just so close. Sashio's actually also taken heavy damage. So this whole group has just got a world of problems to deal with. Because I'm just a greedy man, we will launch all of our Avengers. I don't want torpedoes in this case. I think HE bombs should be sufficient. We can do some high-level bombing. We don't want to lose any more Avengers. Although torpedoes are pretty fail-safe. No, you know what? I'm going to go with torpedoes because they have less ships there to provide AA, and torpedoes have just been extremely successful. This will be exactly 1 hour. It's basically perfect. Although, I'm guessing... Okay, wow, they're not setting in for port here. I have no idea what they're doing. Well, that's actually so reassuring. I thought there was a port in one of these places, but shows up as 0-0, which is fantastic news for me. Alright, let's get moving then. Swapping in, swapping out. Aircraft ready to launch. I think we'll hold on to that for a little bit. What's your endurance? Yeah, you do have enough endurance. So where would they have been going then? They were headed this way, so I think we just do a quick patrol to the right. Huh. Okay. Can you keep going around a little bit more? Gosh, darn it. Well, we're ready to launch aircraft, believe it or not, though. We can keep trying to look for them. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Of course, let's send you just due north, I guess. And that means have the Avenger keep pushing down this way. Got him. Got him, got him, got him. Got very lucky here. We're on the last 92 nautical miles before we're out of steam. Ready to launch aircraft. Okay, we'll send the Wildcat up there anyway, but let's go ahead and go into the world and get this last strike done. Okay, there they are. Let me quickly go ahead and do my usual identifications. Well, shells are already out from the Aoba. She's doing her best to protect herself. Conveniently, we lined ourselves up pretty much perpendicular so we can commence a torpedo attack basically right away. And I know I just suffered from being a little bit too greedy, but I do feel like in this case, we're going to be in prime condition to do an attack on all of these at the same time. So let's go ahead and choose one to go there. I do want... Okay, so we're going to have to break these up a little bit differently. First of all, I need all these groups to turn actually away. So we need a little bit of time to decrease our altitude. Okay. And then I'm going to have to reform them up as well. And the 9 by her lonesome. Okay, so we'll do, what, 3 groups of 3? That does make the most sense. I think that's what we'll do. And make sure that you're doing speed, yeah, 9. Warm up. And you guys also get down. Okay, let's give them a second to form up. They can do their merry little circles, and prefer not to be forming up in the face of anti-aircraft fire, but at least our groups look good now. You guys can turn back. Ready to go. You guys can turn back as well. Why are you not moving? It's kind of weird sometimes how these work. Okay, and now you guys can turn back as well. So I think we're just about good. We have 4 in the lead, unfortunately, but that's fine. So let's start giving our attack orders. Turn harder. I just don't understand why they don't listen. That's fine. More or less the same. Okay, so we know what we want to do. 1. Target. Well, target this one. The Minakaze. 4 is going to target the Sashio, and 7 is going to target the Aoba. Okay, let's see what happens. Looking good. Oh, are they... They're all turning around. Okay, that's fine. If they're all turning around, then we're in the right, basically the right formation. Oh no. We do need you guys to turn completely around. Sorry, you can go back and do it again, but you need to go last. Can't have you being hit by the AA first. Okay, your target is still the Aoba? It is. Okay, that looks good to me. Commence the attack. Looking good. Just slow down a little bit here. Let the other guys go first. Okay, go ahead. Well, let's get to the action over here. Oh my gosh, they're lined up. This is weird. What is even happening here? Did they end up dropping torpedoes? They did. It's funny because I think a missed torpedo there might actually hit... Yeah, a missed torpedo might actually hit the Tone. I mean the Aoba. The second launch was definitely successful. Oh no. Oh, please get out of the way. They are going to oblige and get out of the way of one of them. Yeah, so we're going to kill the Aoba. It looks like we did lose one of our aircraft. How did none of these 3 hit? So the Osashio is a dead duck. Somehow I must have not aimed at the Minakaze. But that won't matter very soon. Okay, we did get 2 duds, but we got... Okay, there we go. 2 more torpedoes will definitely do her in. It is from a different side, so... But yeah, there it is. Aoba sinking. Look, we're going to be happy with this. The Minakaze, she made it out. She did take down one of our Avengers. But I will definitely trade 1 airplane for 1 heavy cruiser, 1 light... so 1 destroyer. It's a fair trade in my book any day of the week. And twice on Sunday. The Minakaze is all alone. She's going to have quite a report to tell the Japanese High Command when she comes back all by herself. I would not be surprised if the captain does not return, having just deemed it worthier to end his life than to report on such a horrible failure. But that is the power of an airstrike. Okay, not much more to do here. We'll leave when the time is up. I could do, I mean, this is kind of the right time to do another attack on the Minakaze. She won't be joined in by any other AA. However, we have lost one. Let's not lose any others. Although I guess I could scan and see who is doing okay. So the one actually could go back. No, let's not do it. We've done what we came to do. I don't need to min-max to such a degree that we try to get every little nook and cranny of gains available to us. So we'll leave. Alright, that was worth 16 command points. I feel like we're really raking those in. You are, of course, free to RTB. Speaking of RTB, I mean, we may need to do such a thing with the Enterprise soon if she keeps losing aircraft. And that's a pretty cool aspect of this game as well. You know, as you slowly take combat losses, you will eventually have to go back and replenish aircraft. Which is true in real life, of course. Alright, RTB, and now if I can, if I could be so lucky, what I would like to do is finish this convoy, get her onto land first, and then we can end the episode. I will be a very happy man if we can do that. But I suppose it's just very imprudent not to continue to launch aircraft in scouting roles. I'm going to reduce back to only 2. What's our 337? So we can go 337. Let's go all the way up here. That's quite a run. Just to get some scouting. Oh, okay, that's... Leave him alone. You know, you just let one survive. Oh, okay, and there we go. So the Tambor only narrowly avoided what appears to be a common Japanese cruiser group. Another 2 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, 2 destroyers. Now this, at almost 300 nautical miles away, might be beyond my strike range. But there's... Okay. Well, it's not. So what we're going to be doing, of course, is... your new job is to find out which way they're going. Yeah, they're definitely going that way, so let's amend our course a little bit to compensate. Just give me that little bit of extra scouting. Hopefully preserve the intelligence report for that little bit longer. Okay, we'll ignore that. Knowing, of course, exactly where it's coming from. And I'm still hopeful that we can get this Task Force 7 in time. This looks like a great intercept. But it looks like we're going to end up doing both of these things next episode, because this is really the perfect place to call this video to a close. I don't mean to leave us on a cliffhanger, but I don't think I can finish the strike in less than 7 minutes. So we'll do it on the very next episode. And hey, these are coming out every day. Did not intend for these to be every day, but 13-hour workday today. Decided to come record this anyway, because I mean, actually, this is something, if I wasn't recording it, I'd be playing it anyway. I'm really having that much fun with this. So I hope you're enjoying it as well. Until the next episode, thanks for watching, stay safe, and take care.